Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So, holy crap, guys. Yesterday at 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. Eastern, they announced the Blackwing Lair release. So, let's go to this community post right here. Freaking gonna be crazy. At 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday, February 12th, we will be unlocking the following WoW Classic content simultaneously on all realms. Blackwing Lair. I'll read this to you just because it's fun. In the dark recesses of the mountain's peak, Nefarian, the eldest son of Deathwing, conducts some of his most awful experimentation, controlling mighty beings like puppets and combining eggs of different dragonflights with horrific results. Should he prove successful, even darker pursuits rest on the horizon. And yet, the Lord of Blackrock is not a mere scientist. He is a great dragon cornered in his lair. Can he truly be defeated by mortal hands? You know, back in the day, they didn't really have any cool movies like they do in retail, so we get an awesome paragraph to read epically. But anyway, what this entails is the Blackwing Lair attunement quest, Black Hand's Command, will become available on all realms tomorrow, Friday, January 10th. That's today, guys. So I went there early this morning. It's 7 a.m. right now. It wasn't up yet, so it might be up at 11 a.m. I'd imagine. That's when honor resets, so that's my best guess for you. However, coming with these are the level 50 class quests. All players starting level 50 can now begin their class-specific quest lines offered by class trainers in capital cities. These rewards included with a choice of one of 3 rare and powerful items. This is kind of nuts, like the amount of, I went and looked at these. I'll go over these in a minute here. But, like, these items are pretty insane for most classes. Mage actually is one of the classes that doesn't get a pretty decent item. It gets a good neck for leveling, but nothing too good. Anyway, new reputation rewards. Now, this was I covered in the previous video to sort of prepare you for all of Phase 3 with AV, and Warsong Gulch and Blackwing Lair and just everything that could come with those. A lot of that was speculation. We now have confirmation that we will get all of these reps and they will all have all those awesome items. Argent Dawn, Thorian Brotherhood, Timber Mahold. They're going to bring with them a lot of crafting enchants and recipes, and it's crazy. Eternal Quintessence, thank God. This is a blessing. So, once you're revered with the Hydraxian Warlords, which if you've been grinding MC, you will be, and you've done the one to get the Aquatl Quintessence, you will now get an Eternal one. And the Eternal one sounds exactly like it's named. It lasts forever. And that's awesome, because now you're no longer going to have to go to, actually, right exactly where I am to talk to this guy. I talked to him right now. He doesn't have it yet. I'd imagine that's going to come out with the patch. Random fun fact, in Ajar, you can actually watch the sunrise, and if you come here at night, you can watch the sunset. Pretty cool that they threw that in there. I noticed that because I've been here since last night and logged off with the sun setting, and I logged in with the sun rising, so that's pretty cool. But back to this patch and what we're going to see with it. We also see the Darkmoon Faire, a gathering of the exotic from around the world and beyond. Celias Darkmoon has brought together the Darkmoon Faire as a celebration of the wondrous and mysterious found in Azeroth. While the fair spends most of their time in parts unknown, they do stop from time to time in Mulgore and Elwyn Forest. When the fair is on its way, Barkers will stop by Orgrimmar and Ironforge to announce its arrival. The first Darkmoon Faire Classic Route will get underway in early February, with Barkers and the fair setup appearing on Friday, February 7th, and the festivities opening Monday, February 10th. Look for many Darkmoon cards that make up the Beasts, Elementals, Portals, Warlord sets to begin dropping from enemies and bosses on Wednesday, February 5th. So that means you're going to be able to get the cards on the 5th before the fair is even out, which is actually pretty freaking cool. Now, let's go over some of these rewards and things that you will find yourself getting. So we go to the Sunken Temple for the class quests. Now, these are all the rewards for a druid. I'm not a druid, but I would probably say the staff is the best. Increases healing, mana per 5, and gets you a crit. Forest Embrace increases healing spells by 55. That's a pretty good chest, but it can be replaced with some other stuff here. And then we go to Hunter. Hunter, for sure, Devil Sarai, without a doubt. Increases your attack power by 150 and your chance to hit by 2%, and it lasts for 20 seconds, and it's a trinket. It's kind of like Toep for Hunters, if I had to take a stab at it. Mage, this Glacial Spike's trash, like just absolute trash. This next, pretty good, 16 spell power next, 6 int, not horrible. If you're leveling, I would say take that, honestly. Fire Ruby, I want to play with to see what you can do, because that would be awesome if you can put it on, use it, and then swap it for AQ once mages are able to go fire. Or if you want to use it as a Palm Pyro PvP thing and stack that with like Toep or something obnoxious, you can definitely do that to obliterate people. Paladin, I don't know Paladin in Classic, but this trinket looks pretty good. Sanctified Orb, Light Forge Blade, maybe while you're leveling, pretty good. And honestly, all the Paladin shit looks really good. That trinket looks pretty good to me. But holy crap, priests! They get blessed prayer beads, which increases their healing done by spells and effects by 190 for 20 seconds. 2-minute cooldown. I'll read Toep to you just to show you how nutty that is. Increased damage and healing done by magical spells and effects by 175 for 15 seconds. Now, Toep does do both, so that makes it a bit more special, but that's better than Toep and only has 30-second more cooldown. So, like, that, go with that one, priests. Like, 100% take that. Even if you're a shadow, 11 shadow damage isn't that good. Like, you can get that from Storm Rager, or not Storm Rager, the wand from drawing a blank, Skolo, the Skolo wand. You can get that, as well as the Skull wand is 14 from a rare spawn in Strathhome. Then Circle of Hope, kind of trash, but you know, they got 2 great things, so. Then we come to Rogue. Rogue actually has an interesting choice here. So you can go with the boots, which increase your effective stealth level by 1, which means you're going to be harder to see, which is actually pretty huge for you. Or you can take this cape, which reduces your falling damage. So, like, rogues have an interesting choice. I would say whatever one fits your playstyle. Like, if you're falling them more, take that. Take the cape. Like, it's pretty tough for you guys. And as far as stat-wise, these items are both pretty freaking good. Shamans get this amazing trinket that gives them Mana Spring Totem, which heals everybody as a trinket. Or gives everyone mana. Like, this thing's insane. Like, best one. I mean, the staff's not bad. 1% hit and 1% crit. And then those, like, but that totem's just insane. Warlocks, the Soul Harvester actually pretty freaking good. Increases your hit, increases shadow damage by 24. It also looks awesome. It's one of the coolest staffs in the game, in my opinion. The trinket summons your Voidwalker for free, which is pretty useful. And this chest is just like a Fire Shadow hybrid wannabe Robe of Winter Night, and you can use Robe of Winter Night at level 52, so I would say use that instead of that, and I would go with Soul Harvester. Now, warriors get the Fury Visor, the Diamond Flask, and Razor Steel Shoulders. While the Fury Visor, like, this is a pretty good helmet. Like, this is really good. Lionheart is better, and most people have Lionheart by now, And like, Lionheart's exactly like this, only it's 2% instead of 1%. I'd probably go with Diamond Flask. Just gives you health per 5 and increases your strength, and has and lasts for a minute. That's pretty good. Whether you're tanking or anything, it's just a buff. And then yeah, these shoulders aren't that good. But anyway, guys, that is what you will find from all those class things. Now, let's take a look over here at the Darkmoon Faire. Now, I went ahead and looked at all the trinkets, and I discovered that they're pretty much garbage except for the Elementals deck. Elemental card, Maelstrom. This is going to be great for any melee, warrior, DPS, rogue, whatever you are. Increases your chance to strike your melee target with lightning for 200 to 301 damage. And, you know, I've done a lot of videos sort of mentioning these elemental invasions. I was lucky enough to cover the Earth one. But this is where you get the Ace of Elementals card from those world bosses that are elementals. You can get lucky and get it from a few other elemental bosses like Hydraxis in Dire Maul East. But these cards are pretty amazing, and these trinkets are really good. And you can sell the quest decks for people to get while the Darkmoon Faire's up. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. If you're looking to, I'll do a video tomorrow on how to get attuned for Blackwing Lair. But essentially, you just go to the mountain over here in Iron Forge, Searing Gorge, Blackrock Mountain, and it's gonna be a dude inside that you have to kill and get his orb, and then you turn in that orb quest. Nothing hard. Pretty simple, and then you can just touch an orb to teleport there. I'll let you know if we can get the Eternal Quintessence now, or we'll have to wait until later. But yeah, guys, I am so excited for Blackwing Lair. It's about freaking time that they've released this. Just so many awesome, cool things that you're going to be able to get. And yeah, so I just want to go over what that patch meant, what to look forward to, and how you can prepare for February 12th. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. If you made it to the ending, thank you so much for watching this video. It really helps. If you could, please share this with like one person you know, because it would help me so much. I'd appreciate that. Really gets me going on this and can keep growing to make this sustainable and keep up this lifestyle. So I super appreciate it. And if you could please like, comment, and subscribe, it would mean the world to me. And thank you so very much. Bye-bye.